Watch this video before you even think about moving to the city of Salem.
Yeah, if you found our channel, you're going to find all things Roanoke, Virginia, and the surrounding areas. And today we're going to give you the skinny on the city of Salem.
Yeah, living in Salem, I feel like has this tremendous appeal, and we're going to share with you why that is as you check out this quintessential city in our Roanoke Valley.
Hey, real quick, it's Hal and Chris. If you're interested in buying or selling in Roanoke, make sure you reach out to us with the contact information on the screen.
And be sure to take the neighborhood quiz that's in the description below to find out what part of Roanoke will be best for you.
Yeah, we're situated in the southwest portion of Virginia, right? So we've got Virginia, it's also called a Commonwealth.
Yes, it is.
And if you scroll on in there, you're going to see Roanoke and Salem right here. So I'll let you take over from here.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, I mean, because we are in the southwest part of Virginia, if you haven't heard us or watched our videos, you'll know that we're surrounded by mountains, and that's what makes our area just so beautiful. And then you've got Roanoke as kind of the heart of our valley, but then Salem lies just to the west, and it's this place where small town warmth meets this modern convenience. You're super close to many things, including Interstate 81. So that is a major thoroughfare in our area. It runs north and south, and it can take you all the way up, and it leads you to Virginia Tech in Blacksburg. So
It's over here.
that's a big appeal for a lot of our Hokies. And on 81 and close in proximity to Roanoke Valley are so many colleges. Remember we did a video just talking about all the colleges there are? It's tremendous amount. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, here in Salem, you've got Roanoke College we'll talk about here a little bit.
Right.
You've also got Hollins, as you can see up here, actually in the city area of Hollins. So lots of options there for culture and additional continuing education type stuff, right?
And Virginia Western Community College, and then we're close to Liberty, JMU, Radford, just to name a few. So let's keep diving in. So we're talking about Salem to the west of Roanoke, and it really just seems to be the best of both worlds. You know, you've got these world-class outdoor amenities we're going to talk about with you, and then that city life that you can find in Roanoke. So Roanoke's this mid-sized community, but it has so much of what you need.
Awesome. And if you guys decide that this is the place that you want to call home, you know, before you actually hit that contact agent button when you're looking at houses online, you know, remember you don't always know who you're going to actually reach on the other side. So, but you do know us, right?
Yeah.
So skip the guessing game and contact us directly. We'll make sure you're in good hands.
Yeah, we'd love to be your realtor. Now let's dive into outdoor recreation and events, because so many people move to our area because of the beautiful outdoor recreation. And look at all this green.
That's right.
This is pretty impressive. I mean, this is our Blue Ridge Mountain Range. We've got national forest around here. So many opportunities. The most notable is going to be the Appalachian Trail, which passes a few miles west of Salem. And then hikers you can test your skills by doing the Triple Crown. And that's comprised of Tinker Cliffs, Dragon's Tooth, and then the iconic McAfee Knob.
Right here.
If you have not seen McAfee Knob, look it up. It is got that rock ledge right there is what is so picturesque, and it's just a beautiful, challenging climb, and great hiking all through this area.
That's on our bucket list this year because we've been here for 12 and a half years and we haven't made it happen yet.
So the Roanoke River Greenway is another option in the Salem area. Really gentle paved trailways that you're going to see people walking and jogging, and you've got biking and lots of dogs, which is super fun. It's going to run along the river, and that's the point of a greenway. You can mark it if you want. So yeah, I mean, you can see we've got miles and miles of a greenway trail. It's really nice. We've got some dog parks here. And then, you know, speaking of green space, Salem has just these beautiful parks. You can see all the green areas indicating the park systems that we have. But I want to draw your attention to Green Hill Park, because this is probably the most notorious, right? Yeah, it's awesome. It's like home of the Kite Festival, and that day is just stunning. It's this huge open space, and it's filled with kites in the air. It's so pretty. There's lots of playgrounds and sports complexes. There's a river that goes along with it, and of course a greenway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as you can see, there's the river here, and then this little pawpaw trail is a great spot to go. So you can jump into the river. We're just a little bit deeper on the back side of the park here.
Yeah, and then you could take trails up to the equestrian center there, which is really neat. So you've got that. Again, Green Hill Park, great destination. And then a park that is really beautiful, a little bit small, much smaller, is what we call the Duck Pond.
Yeah.
But it's really called Lake Spring Park here. I like this because it's an urban area, an urban park. And you can see how it's surrounded by homes as well as right on Main Street. So you can pop in there over lunch. You'll see a lot of people feeding the ducks and just walking around, hanging out in the gazebo. It's a sweet place, isn't it? We filmed quite a few videos there.
We have, yeah. It's got, like you said, it's got a gazebo. I see people getting homecoming pictures and wedding photos and prom photos taken there. So definitely gives you that quintessential Americana type of feel there.
Yes. And speaking of recreation, Salem is really well known for their love of sports. Big competitive area, great sports teams, and that includes rec leagues all the way up to our minor league baseball team and facility, which is the Red Sox.
Which is right here. There you go. Salem Red Sox.
Yeah, what a beautiful complex. And we've got the Salem Civic Center there, and we've got the football stadium. So it's all housed in a small concentration. And then what happens in the summer at the Salem Civic Center?
Oh boy, Salem Civic Center in the summer.
Where we eat funnel cake.
Oh, the fair, the regional fair. That's not in the Civic Center. That's outside, but it takes up this whole parking lot and everything else. So it is a sight to be seen for sure.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
So then moving over a little bit is the Moyer Sports Complex. This was just received a huge overhaul. Really nice facility. It's got a playground. It's got newly added pickleball courts. And it also has softball and baseball fields. So you're going to see that active all the time. It's a really nice complex, isn't it?
Yes, and I'm having a hard time finding it on the map today.
That's okay. You're close. Let's see.
Here we go. It's got to be right in here.
Yeah.
There's...
So that's with the sports complex. Again, like I said, lots of youth and rec opportunities. Speaking of outdoor activities, I just want to stay on this for a little bit because we have to mention Carvin's Cove. That is a beautiful place. Yep, you were right.
I know where I'm going.
Okay.
I just remember you're coming from the city of Salem here. You're going to come out this way, past Hanging Rock area, and then you'll go out here to Carvin's Cove Natural Reserve right there. Yeah,
and Bennett Springs and Carvin's Cove, these are places that have helped earn us the title in the Roanoke Valley as being the East Coast mountain biking capital. Be sure to check out our videos on mountain biking as well as Carvin's Cove. Mm-hmm. That'll give you a lot more detail than what we can go over today. But
you can go hiking, biking, fishing, equestrian, whatever you want to do out there, pretty much you can do. You got access to
everything but swimming.
Yeah, you can't swim. That's right. And you have to use a trolling motor, so it's like you can't use gas-powered motors on there. You can kayak. Anyways, lots of outdoor opportunities to be had at Carvin's Cove.
Yeah, we love kayaking there. That's fun. So a lot of our clients are concerned about school systems. Let's talk about that a little bit. Salem has an award-winning school system, and it really stands as one of Virginia's finest, according to niche.com. Or niche.com.
And depending upon how you like to pronounce it, right?
That's right. Yeah. And it consistently ranks among the top state performers with really impressive college acceptance rates and, like I said, those strong athletic programs.
Yeah, I want to chime in for a second too. So you've got 4 elementary schools, you've got 1 middle school and 1 high school in the city of Salem. So all those elementary schools, funnel to the Andrew Lewis Middle. And I'll also say not only are they competitive in their athletic programs at Salem High, but the band and then their forensics team are always like at least statewide, if not nationally, like ranked
Yeah.
and winning tremendous prizes on that front.
And
So,
robotics, I mean, they have
mhm.
a really impressive accolade program there. It's amazing.
Yes.
So when we move on up, you've got the beautiful Roanoke College campus, which is right here as an anchor in downtown Salem. And it provides the community with just this additional draw, right? Like you can really participate in as much or as little of Roanoke College as you want. Our kids love strolling on the campus. It's so pretty. They
Makes them
have,
feel like big girls on campus.
yeah. And we go to games and stuff. It's a really nice college and well known.
What I would like to say too, Salem Golf Course is
Hmm.
walkable, 9-hole course, so cheap, convenient, and it's a leisurely type of thing. And you can actually use drivers on there because I was there one day and I was like, oh, it's a par three, but it's not just a par three. There's actually some like par fours on there, so you can get practice on any type of club that you need.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So pretty too. Just again, right up from downtown.
Yes.
So let's transition over to the community feel and the safety. Because of those desirable amenities we were talking about, there's a lot of long-term residents here in Salem, which creates this really tight-knit community. You'll find people that have gone to school here and lived here their whole life, or perhaps came back to raise their children here. So that's a interesting thing that you don't always see in the places that we've lived, like Asheville and Atlanta. And then you'll find that the number of homes for sale in in Salem just aren't really that high because it seems like once people move here, they don't want to leave. Have you found that to be true?
I would definitely agree that that is true. And then I would also like to interject there, if we're talking about houses for just a moment, that, we'll talk about it more in depth later, but like right in here around Roanoke College, these are like very high in demand type of houses. So if sometimes they don't even hit the market. So
Right.
you got to make sure you got a skilled agent that can help you find a home in the exact area you're looking for, especially if you're wanting to be in the city of Salem, close to Roanoke College. So just an FYI and tip for you there.
Yeah, beautiful homes too. And Salem is one of those few walkable neighborhoods in our valley with a great downtown, which that is also going to add to that stronger sense of community, right? You're going to meet your neighbors as you're hanging out at the farmer's market and when you're venturing down to the duck pond or the library. So everything's real tight knit and you can walk. So that's nice.
Yeah, because look right here, we're going to talk about Mac and Bob's to start off with for restaurants. It's right here, but you can walk straight down Main Street all the way to the Lake Spring Park right there. And leisurely nice little stroll, and you got amenities along the way.
Yeah, could you zoom in a little bit on that, even more on that downtown little strip? Because you can see there's a high concentration of amenities and building retailers and restaurants just in like a, I don't know, 5-block radius. It's really sweet. And that's why we called it kind of a quintessential neighborhood or area of the Roanoke Valley, because it is. It's just everything is really close by and it's got that historic charm to it. It's really pretty. All right, let's talk about your favorite topic.
Food. Yay. When we get done shooting this video, I'm going to need lunch. So I don't know if I'm going to go to any of these places, but I'm going to get some good hearty lunch after we're done.
We do go to Mac and Bob's a lot. This is a really well-known local spot owned by Roanoke College grads. And you want to circle that on the map for them? And it's been serving like famous calzones, especially for over 40 years. Everything is really good. And they have craft beers, local beers on tap. Be sure to check out their patio. That's a great scene.
Well, and if you get a calzone, get the Boston zone, and it's not just this big, it's like this big. I mean, it's like you can't even describe how huge it is. And if you're like me, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to eat half, take the other half home. Then I don't. I just go ahead and eat the whole thing. So if you want somebody to come help you eat your Boston zone, just give me a call.
And there's a lot of restaurants. We won't be able to cover all of them. No. But I do want to give you a good variety. We've got Chip and Joe's restaurant, which is a local diner with this hometown feel. Oh, yeah, Alibaba. Forgot about that. They have great gyros. But the Chip and Joe's, we really enjoy that for breakfast especially. but this is a place where locals go and they dine, and so that's fun. Catch all the games at All Sports Cafe. Go Dogs, right?
That's right. Go Dogs, baby. They came up a little bit short this year, but we're going to be back in 2025, 2026 season. It's going to be a new era here in the transfer portal times.
So you can enjoy the game over their famous wings there. And then Joe's Deli is a smaller place that's usually, they do a lot of takeout, I believe. They have the best sandwiches, in my opinion, in town with this mile-high meat. We always take these to picnics, and also when we're enjoying outdoor concerts, things like that, we just take them on a picnic.
There we go. Finally, got dialed in far enough. There's Joe's Deli right there.
Yeah, really great place. And just, let's see, east of there is going to be the farmer's market. So
Yeah, it's going to be right here.
farmer's market is a great place. And I would also like, too, that you've got Joe's Deli, you've got the farmer's market, and then just down from that, you have Mill Mountain Coffee Shop and Old Salem Brewing Company, and then Frank's Pizza. There's so much here.
Corbin's
y'all.
Confectioners, if you've got like dietary restrictions, if you want some sweets, so they do gluten-free and all that good stuff. And you also actually have a Nature's Outlet health food store in Salem as well.
And then a little bit on the outskirts, Mama Maria's, still in Salem, a little further west, down towards the Glenver area. This is authentic Italian food. It's a great hit. I mean, the ambiance, the food, everything delicious. You've got El Rodeo there too, an Angel's Diner, which we really enjoy.
Yes.
And then there's a place, we'll give you a little insider tip if that's not enough restaurants, that we really enjoy. Taco Tuesdays at Tacos Coronado. This is a small, authentic Mexican restaurant. So good.
Yeah, they do little street tacos on the Taco Tuesday, and they are really, really scrumptious for sure.
Okay, so we've talked about restaurants. I want to move into shopping a little bit. There's going to be two major malls in the Roanoke Valley. You've got Tanglewood Mall, and that's in the south towards the east. Yeah, there you go. Tanglewood Mall. We've mentioned
Salem's here. Come across Electric Road.
right past the hospital. That's Lewis Gale Hospital to Tanglewood. And then you also have Valley View. So the cool thing about this, you've heard us say that everything's about 20 minutes away. Well, you might not believe it, but it's true. I looked it up on Google Maps. They are both 22 minutes away from Salem. So
See, that's why we say about 20 minutes. See? Perfect.
yeah, so you can just hop on 81 and then go 581 to get to Valley View Mall. But these are going to be your major malls that you're going to shop at. But when you're in Salem and Roanoke and throughout our valley, we encourage you to shop local. So you've got a lot of great shopping opportunities in Salem, especially antiques and vintage goods. So Salem Antique Market, and then Charlotte's Web Antique Mall is, I like Charlotte's Web. That's really large, great opportunity. They've got ever-changing selection.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got a real ever-changing selection of antiques, one-of-a-kind furniture, knickknacks, all kinds of stuff. So really nice shop there.
There we go. Good
job. There it is. And then I'm going to have you drive over. Well, let's do Second on Main, because I want to highlight Second on Main, and also there's By the Season, but that's a little further away. There's Blue Moon Vintage.
What do they have inside of Second on Main that's a holdover from years past when it was a pharmacy?
Oh yeah, they have the fresh squeezed. I don't know what you call it.
Limeade.
Limeade.
Is what they call it, right? It's like they use like shaved ice,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think you get lime or lemon.
Yeah, and orange. I used to do the orange lime, which sounds weird, but it was delicious. And so that's a little nod to when it used to be Brooksburg Pharmacy. Really neat place. But Second on Main has a lot. This is my kind of go-to gift shop. Let's hop over to By the Season, actually, which is a little further away on Apperson. But this is a really neat spot, and it stays pretty busy because it has a lot of home goods and a lot of really great opportunities for shopping.
Yeah, so this is like this Apperson Drive right here will take you back into Salem if you go this way and you cross over the bridge, and then if you go this way, it'll take you over to the Grandin area
Yeah.
in Roanoke City.
Yeah. And then, just kind of orienting you here, most of the things that we talked about were in downtown Salem specific. But as you head further west, you kind of get out of that historic feel and into more of those national retailers like Walmart, Kroger, Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, KFC, anything you can think of. I feel like West Salem has.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, here we go. You got like Chick-fil-A, you got your Ollie's, you got Kroger, you got Walmart down here. So the running joke is like, if you don't want to leave Salem, you don't have to. You can get everything you need here.
Yeah.
But most people that live in the area, they do venture out.
Yeah, sure. All right, so let's talk about the housing market. There are reasonable housing costs, and while the cost of living and housing prices in Salem are still lower than national average, Salem is a little above average in price point because of that desirability we talked about and those highly rated schools. Other people are really interested in that, having that quality of life, if you will.
I was trying to take my little pointer off, but yeah. So you got Salem over here, right? So this is the condensed area that we're looking at, and we did city of Salem proper. So these are houses that sold or are active or are pending that feed into Salem High School.
Yeah, let's look at some of the stats here of what has sold and what hasn't.
Yeah. So stat wise, Chris likes me to do the numbers. So if we look at all of the houses that are either active, pending, or closed between last year and this year, we're in January right now, 2025. You can see that the average sold price was around $314,000 in Salem proper. And then the median is $279,000, which means half of the houses sold for above $279,000, the other half sold for below. As far as those two houses, and the highest price one was 1.15 million that actually sold in 2024.
And then it goes on with days on the market and everything. But we can fill you in on all this information based on what the market's doing at the time that you're ready. So
But this gives you a general feel for what we're seeing right now.
Yeah. So we love to do a snapshot to give you a little feel. We've hand selected just a few homes that will give you a flavor of what some of the Salem homes are like. There are a mix of housing styles, but around that Roanoke College area and downtown, like you said, there's some really pretty homes, traditional and I don't know, almost antebellum homes. They're just beautiful.
Well, they just give you that historical feel, that charm, that type of thing, right? Which is what makes that area so appealing. Now, we don't have a ton of them, but the ones that we do have, it's like, you definitely want to get in on them and, act quickly if that's something that you're interested in, whenever it's on the market.
Let's start with this one. You can flip through the photos, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. This is built in 1914. It's a colonial house with that detached garage and extra space. It's got 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. We've watched them renovate this one, right?
Yep, I've been in it a couple times.
It's a
This right here is above the garage, just like a little mini apartment up there.
Yeah. It's right at about 4,200 square feet, a little bit over, and it's currently on the market. It's active in the low 700s. So that's right across, that's near the Roanoke College area. And then the next house we're going to show you is, this is kind of what we call, a ranch over a basement. And this was built in 2003. It's got 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,950 some square feet, including that basement. This is really nice. And that patio, you'll find quite a few screened-in porches in our area.
Nice fall foliage color when they took those pictures.
That's really pretty. It sold in February of 24 for $632,000. That's pretty.
All right. So you want to go next?
Sure. Now let's go to the
colonial. That's right. Here we go.
And this is a colonial that was built in 2006. It has 6 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, a little over 3,800 square feet finished. It's only on the market for 3 days, and it sold for $525,000.
All right, next.
Sure.
Oh, here's a
I
historic
know.
charmer, right?
I love this one. We had to throw this one in because you are gonna find some of these Victorian painted ladies, and you can see the walkable sidewalks and everything. This one's just so charming.
The detail.
Yes, it was built in 1889, and it has 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,340 square feet finished. I love that they included the history
the
here.
elaborate homes. Okay.
Mhm. So pretty. And it was sold for $499,000 in 2024. Look at all that light. So pretty. It's just a beautiful home. Nice renovations that have been made. You can tell that
yes.
some have been renovated for
And
sure.
as you can see, there's a kitchen here, and usually if they added on a bathroom, it'd be like adjacent to the kitchen, so they have easy access to the water, right?
Yeah, that's pretty. All right, and then the last one, and we tried to give you a sample on different price points and different styles here. This is a ranch that was built. It has a basement as well, built in 1968. It's 3 bedrooms and 3 baths, and it has a little over 2,300 square feet, including the basement. And it sold for $356,000. Those hardwood floors are really nice. A lot of people love hardwood floors, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of times you'll get lucky and you'll find hardwoods under the carpet.
That's right.
Not always,
Yeah.
but sometimes you can, and people really love that opportunity.
Yeah.
And then here's one that's just a little bit cheaper, under 300, if we can get it to actually cooperate. Here we go.
Yeah, okay, good. So this is a ranch, no basement, so built on a slab, and it was built in 2019. I like the open space here, just everything in one room. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, about 1,400 square feet, and it sold for $290,000.
It's got some updates in it.
Mm-hmm.
With it being newer, so that's always a bonus. And not everybody loves the open floor plan, but
Right.
you've got options here for, you can have choppy, which means you have all your separate spaces, or you can have open. There are some of those here in the Roanoke Valley as well when it comes to your housing options and opportunities.
I like that had a fenced-in backyard. That was really nice.
Absolutely.
So this has been fun taking a tour of Salem. I know that you enjoyed it as well. Let us know if we can help you, and we'll see you on the next video.